Monday again, off to another wonderful week, no doubt. And I trust that everybody had a great week last week. And if you didn't, hope you found out why you didn't. Because understanding the outcomes very often gives you the reasons to put things in place so that you get different outcomes. And it's the activity that makes the difference. So as spring comes on to us, and it's coming on delightfully now, the morning light was very different today, and I hope you managed to see it. But as spring comes on, it's a good idea to undertake a bit of spring cleaning in your business as well as everywhere else. And that undertaking might be to just have a few minutes and examine what it is that makes you different. Let's make that the theme for the week. What is it that makes you different? In every industry, in every field, there's a whole bunch of people out there or businesses out there that are operating and apparently doing precisely the same thing. And yet, if we look really, really closely, we'll find that each of them has a very different customer. And those customers go to those different businesses because they're looking for a very specific outcome. Whatever the product is, whatever the service is, every business has a point of difference. And sitting down and figuring that out is sometimes very difficult. Sometimes you have to get somebody else involved to help you see through the chaff, as it were, to find the grains that make the difference in your business compared to somebody else who apparently is doing the same thing. When you find that difference, it makes a huge difference to how much time you have. In the end, what you get done in your business depends on time. You can do everything absolutely wonderfully well, but if you're spending a whole bunch of time dealing with people that you perhaps shouldn't be dealing with, or perhaps dealing with issues that came up because you were dealing with people that you, or customers that you shouldn't have been dealing with, that all takes away from the ability of the business to run smoothly. Having the business run smoothly means that you can deal with more of the right customers, your ideal customer, and deal with them more easily if you understand how to express what it is that you do, so that the customer understands exactly what outcome that they can expect to achieve, and they find it easier to make the choice to work with you. In the end, it's having a customer decide that they want to work with you that will make your life in business much, much easier. It gives you back time. How do you get that time? Clarity. It's a simple little word. It's enormously difficult for lots and lots of people to find clarity. When you're really, really clear on what it is you do, who you do it for, how you do it, under what circumstances you're going to do it, etc., your business runs smoothly. It just seems to take off. I've seen it time and time again through the years where people get a really clear idea of what it is that they do. All of a sudden they're talking to a vastly different client, and that client is over the moon about the service that they receive, notwithstanding that there's no difference to what it was before. It's just that the client is a different client. So with this time you get to spend with more clients, it means that your business becomes more profitable. If your business is more profitable, chances are you're going to be a happier person. And in the end, why would we have a business? Ideally, we have a business to give us a life. At this particular time, especially as we've got a change of season. That's great. 2, we're coming out of this COVID thing. That's a tremendous opportunity. There are lots of people who no doubt have looked at their business and thought perhaps there's a different way of doing things. And that means that there are some businesses that aren't going to be there anymore. So it's quite possible that some previously believed to be competitors aren't there. There are customers looking for good quality service. They want it, and they want it quickly, but they want the right service. So if you're really clear on what it is that you do, you might find that you can find far more customers than you previously thought possible. These customers, what can make the difference in your business? So be really clear about what it is that you do. How do you do it? How do you do that? Think about what is it that is the key outcome that your ideal customer wants. And think about what is the key outcome for a customer that you deliver. Now marry those two up. That's going to tell you who is your ideal customer for the specific service or product that you provide. That way, that's going to make it a lot easier for you to speak to your customer. And that's what your customer wants. They want to understand really, really clearly what outcome they're going to get. And when you see those two married nicely together, everything in your business is going to change for the better. Spend this week thinking about what makes it work. If you have difficulty figuring it out for yourself, ask your customers. They'll actually tell you. And if they tell you stuff you don't want to hear, pay attention, because that's the gold in the feedback from your customers. Really listen to what it is that they're saying. Go out of your way to make sure that you provide what your ideal customer wants, and your business is going to fly. Have a great week. Let's be back here Monday.